Sonnet 4.5, Anthropic conquers Claude. California passes landmark AI safety laws, defying Washington's push to limit state action. China races ahead in industrial robots while the US and Canada lag far behind. And Jensen Huang keeps Nvidia at the center of the AI revolution. Welcome to #Trending. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. Anthropic has released Claude Sonnet 4.5, and this version marks a real breakthrough. For the first time, a widely available AI model can carry out tasks for hours without human supervision or intervention. Up until now, most AI models behaved like chat partners. You'd ask a question, get an answer, and if you wanted more, you had to guide them step by step. Some of them took some limited steps, but it was really tight in terms of the amount of time they could function without human intervention. Sonnet 4.5 is acting more like a true agent, meaning it can keep working on its own for a long time. It remembers what it's doing, it keeps track of progress, and it can even juggle multiple tools at once, like searching the web and reading files in parallel to move a project forward. Another big leap is in memory. Instead of forgetting everything at the end of a chat, Sonnet 4.5 can store the information and bring it back in future sessions. And that makes it far more useful for long projects, whether it's writing code, doing research, or building business workflows. Now, if you're using Claude for free, you'll notice better reasoning and clearer communication. But for the agent-like abilities, memory, context editing, and running for hours unassisted, these are only going to come with the Claude Pro subscription or through the Claude API. Now, what makes this significant is that these features just aren't demos or promises. OpenAI and Google have been talking about agents, and they've done some great work, but Anthropic has really put them into a model you can use right now. And with Claude 4.5, Anthropic is trying to position itself as a mainstream AI that looks less like a chatbot or acts less like a digital assistant and is more like a digital coworker that doesn't need constant supervision. California Governor Gavin Newsom has signed a sweeping new AI law, Senate Bill 53, that takes direct aim at big tech's most advanced models. The law requires companies like Google, Meta, OpenAI, and Anthropic to publish public safety reports whenever they release a new model. These reports must explain how the company is preventing catastrophic risks, think enabling chemical weapons or cyber attacks. The bill also includes a new whistleblower protection, allowing employees to report AI risks without fear of retaliation. Smaller startups are, for the most part, exempt. The target is companies with more than $500 million in annual revenue, the ones leading the AI race. And while Anthropic broke ranks and endorsed the law, most other tech giants lobbied against it. What makes it especially significant is the timing. Earlier this year, Congress nearly passed a measure that would have blocked states from regulating AI at all, effectively handing all authority to Washington. That effort was stripped out of the budget after strong opposition, clearing the way for states like California to act. So this law stands in defiance of what the White House wanted, but in agreement with that big billboard for the new book that says, "If anyone builds it, everyone dies." With California now setting rules for the biggest players, the question is whether other states or Washington itself will follow. Yesterday, we quoted Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, who said that China is only a nanosecond behind the US in AI chip development. But when it comes to robots, China is not behind at all. In fact, it's light years ahead. China now accounts for nearly half of the world's 4.66 million industrial robots. Last year alone, it installed almost 300,000 new robots, compared with just 34,000 in the United States. That's 9 times as many. This lead isn't an accident. It's the product of deliberate industrial policy, The Made in China 2025 campaign, through subsidies, low-interest loans, and direct grants, has had Beijing pouring resources into automation. The International Federation of Robotics expects Chinese manufacturing to keep expanding by 10% a year until at least 2028, with robots at the heart of that growth. By contrast, U.S. firms are pouring investment into humanoid robots, Tesla, Agility, Meta, hoping to leapfrog into the next wave of robotics. But in the meantime, China is blanketing its factories with machines that deliver immediate productivity gains and global competitiveness. The message here is blunt. While China races ahead, the U.S. and my home country of Canada can't afford to drift. If we want to stay competitive in the industries that actually make things, it's time to wake up. And one more story about Nvidia's Jensen Huang. He may run the most valuable chip company on the planet, but it's striking how carefully he plays his hand. Rivals like AMD, Intel, Amazon, and Google are all out there developing their own AI chips. But according to a story in The Information, Amazon and Google, at least, are so dependent on Nvidia that they actually tip Huang off before announcing their new designs. That's how much power he still holds in the AI supply chain. Now, Huang's not cocky about this. He knows Nvidia can't take dominance for granted, and that may be one reason behind his new partnership with OpenAI. Keep them close, maybe discourage them from building chips of their own. And if OpenAI does become the multi-trillion-dollar company that Huang predicts, and it's still running on Nvidia hardware, that's a huge win for him and his shareholders. And it also raises the stakes for everyone else. If Nvidia can lock in OpenAI while cloud giants tread lightly, Huang doesn't just hold the lead. He could keep his rivals from even running too fast. It's a reminder that in the AI chip race, Nvidia isn't just competing, it's managing the ecosystem and making sure no one strays too far from its orbit. And that's our show. If you like what we're doing, please share the show with others, give us a like or a comment on your favorite podcast app or site. And whether it's compliments or constructive criticism or just saying hello, we'd love to hear from you. You can reach me at technewsday.ca or .com. Just go to the Contact Us page, drop us a note. If you want to support the podcast, that'd be great as well. There's a donate page. You can donate as little as the cost of a cup of coffee once a month. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a wonderful Wednesday.